Welcome to Story Ideas on the Fly, where we pick a random idea out of a hat and see what we can do with it. Today's idea. A man's dreams turn out to be visions of a reality colliding with his.
Okay. Let's see. That is.
Okay.
Now the question is, are these the kind of dreams like the ones I'll have where I'm basically going, oh, okay, I'm watching a low-budget movie? Or the ones where I'm going, okay, why is the walnut having to fight the clams now?
Freud would really have a heyday with your dreams.
Right.
Sure.
The more reasonable ones. Low budget movie.
Okay, low-budget movies. Okay.
All right. So he's watched some dreams, and they turn out. Hold on. What was that?
To be
Colliding.
Visions of a reality colliding with his.
So there's a rip in the space-time continuum, and this other world is somehow being connected through his dreams.
So he's seeing these other things happen in his dreams.
okay, but
So what kind of other world is this that he's having dreams about?
Well, let's see. What kind of dreams have I had?
Would the dreams be a way of them trying to get him? They're not going to isekai him in, but they want him to come help.
They need help.
They need
No,
help.
wait.
Universes themselves are colliding.
no, this is a problem with the universes themselves colliding, is what it specifically said. So this is why don't
Reality.
This is reality.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
So two
So-
realities colliding, and
What
he's
if-
getting visions of it.
And he's somehow.
How
kind of
is
the
he
one in the
connected
middle.
with this?
Well, we could go with he's secretly some kind of powerful
Cosmic
entity that he
being.
didn't actually know about. It could be that he just has a more sensitive psionic capabilities than a regular
Fair.
person.
He could have been bitten by a cosmic being.
A radioactive
Radioactive.
cosmic being.
Okay. Let me ask this question though. How do you
Radioactive
fix a
cosmic
problem
fact.
of like two universes on a collision course type thing? That's a really weird.
That's a hard one to
Well, they
fix.
don't have to be. Okay, we
possibilities.
don't have to have two universes moving like planets that are going to run into each other. We could have something where the actions of one and the actions of another are affecting each other and causing a problem, because that's a
Okay.
different kind of collision. You had something?
Mhm.
I was gonna say the two possibilities you have are you could go with the universes are going to collide, you cannot stop it. Instead, you have to figure out how to pick up the pieces after they do collide.
Or how
Or-
to make it not
That's been for
destroy everyone.
post-apocalypse.
Yeah, or more accurately, that's prepare for the apocalypse so that it's not too bad.
Yeah.
Because
Another
you're two
possibility is there's something specific that is causing the universes to collide, and you have to figure out
Got
how to
it.
solve that.
He's got.
Okay.
Jormungand.
I have
Jormungand?
no idea what that means.
Jormungand? You mean the one with the world that only appears every 100 years?
No, that's Brigadoon.
No, that's-
Brigadoon, sorry.
No, Jormungandr.
Jormungand is the.
Oh, Jormungandr! Oh, okay.
That's the giant serpent,
The
right?
giant serpent surrounding Midgard. What if, and we could definitely go with kind of a Norse Nine Realms type thing with here.
Let's
You
go.
have like Jormungand, is moving Midgard a bit, and something else is moving one of the other of the Nine Realms.
Maybe it's the squirrel.
Ah, yes, the squirrel on
Actually,
Yggdrasil.
I like the idea of putting it in the Nine
In
Realms.
Norse mythology.
And because our world is one of the Nine Realms,
Mhm.
and so this
Midgard.
man can be getting.
Which world should it be colliding with then?
He
I don't
can
know.
be getting the. He can be
If
getting
you want to
the
be dangerous,
dreams.
make it Jotunheim.
Or Muspelheim?
Okay, so we could be
Which one was
getting.
Muspelheim?
Fire
Fire.
giants.
Oh,
Okay,
fire, right.
So
Or Niflheim.
So we could
Never
take your pick.
Niflheim.
But
Sorry.
Lots of options.
then he could be getting these dreams because of this collision, and he's going to
Mhm.
have to go and eventually either somehow stop the snake from doing this. Now the snake in Norse mythology, what's the purpose of the snake?
To get killed by
doesn't have a
Thor at the end of
purpose.
the universe.
Yeah, pretty much.
To
He's
kill
the son of
people.
Loki that they ended up going, oh, he's just a tiny little snake, who cares, and threw him in the ocean. And then it turns out he had an unusual growth rate that made it so he grew around the entire planet and started eating his own tail.
So you can make it so that
Norse mythology is interesting.
you can make it so that he's the one that has to go kill the snake.
Okay.
Now, or you could have somebody else that
Mhm.
is that you could have somebody on, the fire giant's planet or something that is
It's not a planet, it's a realm.
realm. I'm sorry, the fire giant realm, who is trying to get the snake to cause the problems for him, so
that
he
he
can
can
be a big bad.
come cause a problem.
Now, here we're going to do though. Anytime you start getting into a known world, why would Thor and Loki and stuff not?
Loki's
solve
probably
it
causing
themselves?
it.
Oh yeah, Loki's probably the reason for the problem, so that's why he's
That's
not
like
solving
every
it.
Norse story ever. Loki causes a problem. Thor says, "Fix this or I smash you with my hammer." Loki either fixes it or fails to fix it, and Thor smashes the problem with his hammer. That's every Norse story
there
right
was a Norse story where the Asgardians were going, this cow is taking a whole lot of time to cook. Loki, what did you do? Why is everyone always assuming it's my fault? I wonder why. About a few years later, because, these are gods. They work on time scales of years. We're all growing old. Who caused this? Everyone turns to Loki. Dang it, I did do it this time.
That's basically how it works. Like, cause the
Right.
problem.
So unless we want to go and pull in Thor and things like this, but I'd rather do a different hero than Thor, because Thor
Yeah,
hasn't
I
done
got it.
Wanting to kill Jormungandr, you have to pull in Thor, and you also have to pull in Ragnarok, which would mean that 2 people survive.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
we
Okay,
should
we
go
no,
with
here's
different
what we do.
Ragnarok.
If we're using the Norse tree, it's the 9 realms are on Yggdrasil.
Yes.
Yes.
So we could have it be there's a problem with Yggdrasil itself that is also being kind of the root cause for all these current problems. And so anytime they ask why aren't the gods helping us, we can say, look, do you really think the Asir are concerned with your realm when all 9 realms are in danger, when Yggdrasil itself is collapsing?
What if
That
some
could
of
be
these
fun.
what if your hero was blessed by one of the gods? Like the way that they're helping is they blessed a couple of people. They gave them each a
Ooh, that could be
blessing.
This
fun.
is interesting.
So your
Okay,
guy who's getting the visions could be Heimdall's be blessed by
That'd be
Heimdall
either Heimdall or Odin.
or
okay,
Odin.
Odin.
Yeah.
So here's
One of those two
so we've
gave
got
gave him the visions, and then someone else gets the blessing of Thor or the blessing.
Definitely
Which
has to be a redhead. No other option. Thor is a redhead. That is how it works, and I hate that everyone keeps making him blonde.
But
Okay.
but
Glad we taken care
Thor,
of the
blessing of
important
Thor,
things.
or in other words, the ability to hit things really hard.
Oh
To
yeah,
smash
definitely.
everything. All right, sorry.
Okay.
We're about to say
okay.
something.
No, I'm just saying I'm liking this. So we've got the tree. It's having problems. The gods are going to deal with the 9 realms problems, but since the individual realms are having problems, so the big BBEG, the big bad evil guy for the story
Mm-hmm.
is going to be for
A Jotun.
so whatever the
Jotun, or
fire
one
or
of the fire
whatever,
giants.
right, fire,
Yeah,
Yeah, those are
Well,
also
both,
Jotuns.
'cause
Fire
they're-
Jotuns.
they're
'Cause-
coming in and
Muspelheim is next to Midgard, right? Or close to
Pretty
Midgard.
sure,
Yeah.
yeah.
Usually on
Muspelheim's
the
pretty close.
Muspelheim, Niflheim, Jotunheim, and there was another Heim, but I don't
Now-
remember which one.
Yeah, but you could have, but the closest to them.
No, I
so
think
you
the
could
closest
have
would
two
be
worlds
Arngelfheim
colliding
and
with.
Alfheim.
Okay,
Yeah.
well you two.
My
could have
initial thought was
two
actually to get like Svartalfheim to collide.
You could have more than one realm though colliding with Midgard, in a
You
small
could.
way, and so that way you can get.
You could
more
have
than
it so
one-
that kind of it's not like they're on a collision course, but more like they're all in there and they're kind of.
Yeah, they're all just
now
kind of
something
clashing
you could
and
do if
crashing
you
into
And so
each
you
wanted
just
to-
have entire swaths of land that are just being kind of switched between two of the realms.
Okay, and,
It's like,
and
"Oh, now
something
there's
we could
fire."
do if we wanted to too is instead of just having our guy stay here and deal with the problems coming in, you could actually take a god from the an Asgardian.
Mhm.
Not only do they give the powers to these people, but they say, okay, we are dealing with the whole 9 realm tree problem, and you're going to deal with these things. So there is some Asgardian pretty girl, if we want a love interest, who or it could just be one of the other heroes that's a love
Mhm.
interest, but
If you
it's
wanted
going
to
to
be an
kind of go around
Asgardian,
to
make
these
her a
different.
Valkyrie.
That would be
Ooh, a
fun.
Valkyrie.
It's Aesir, not Asgardian.
Okay.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
I am not up on my Norse mythology. But my other daughter, the one just younger than her, definitely is.
Okay, yeah, but if you
but-
have, but yeah, no.
I'm saying, but then you could also, if you want, have him not just deal with problems coming to his
Oh, but yeah,
particular
just
realm,
but
but
also
go
help
into others, and
with
they can
other
become
worlds.
a team that says we cannot fight our own problems ourselves. We're gonna have to go around.
you could
and
have
fight
it be
these.
that it's just like, yes, this entire group, their whole thing is we have to deal with all the collateral damage because all the Aesir are working on keeping
Okay,
the Yggdrasil
but
alive.
something I'm looking at too is you have got this is the potential to be more than one book.
Yes.
Oh,
Because
definitely.
you are looking and you saying
So you can have a lot of fun with the different realms
right, you
colliding.
can have the different realms
and-
colliding, and this group of heroes is going around, and now you've got a group of heroes with the different abilities.
And you
And you've
effectively
got
have
a lot
49
of-
different potential settings for this world.
You've got a lot of
Yeah,
interplay
good point.
between them and character development between them, because it would have to be if you suddenly came in and got the ability to have that kind of vision or that kind of strength, it would be really
Overwhelming?
yes, overwhelming. But then the other thing too, if you want to climax it up and do make it a trilogy or something, which I would see it as a trilogy, try to drag it on too long or loose. But make it a trilogy, your final battle, your final book is actually pulling these heroes, working with
The gods.
Thor and some of these people, and you throw Thor in there,
And then if you're lucky and tricks Loki.
Oh, yes!
Tricks Loki into because I mean because none of the other race here are smart enough to trick Loki. That's kind of the whole point of the
No, I can totally imagine
So that
seeing these
your
heroes
hero
interact
figures out
with
how
the
to trick Loki,
Okay.
and that's how they
Aesir.
defeat him and win the
So
Just,
and win the
here's-
like I could just imagine this. You have Thor and you have the one blessed by Thor, and it's just like I could just imagine the one blessed by Thor walks up, hits something really hard, and goes flying back. Thor goes, nice, and just like
okay.
It's really fun visual.
Is this guy? Why did
It'd be funnier
Heimdall
if the guy
choose
who's
him?
blessed by Thor ends up
Okay.
punching Thor in the face, and Thor goes like, "Impressive."
I felt that.
Hey, if I was a punk, that would hurt.
Yeah.
All right.
I could one of my son's taekwondo teacher said that in a fight. As a punk, that would hurt.
All right. So, what was I about to say? I think we've got an interesting. Oh yeah, so you were asking how why was this one chosen?
Right.
Was
Why
guy
is this
chosen?
guy? Who is he?
By either Odin or Heimdall to get the visions?
Because, yeah, who would you if you were a
Visions
if
is,
you were
I
Heimdall
think,
or
very much an
Odin?
Odin thing.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
so.
Okay.
He literally sacrificed an eye in order to
To
basically
gain wisdom and visions. Yeah,
wisdom and
I was just
visions
thinking that
things, so-
Heimdall sees
Heimdall
all
also
and
has
hears
to see
all,
all,
so
hear
he
all,
has
so,
some
Yeah,
ability to. But
Yeah,
you
but
know,
not as
we
much
can
in
go
his
with Odin.
dreams.
Okay,
So yeah, this
so
is
we
probably
can have
Odin.
Odin.
Why would they
It'll be
choose
Odin.
this guy? Who is he? What's special
Why is
about
he
him?
blessed
Why did
by
they
Odin?
choose him? to bless?
Odin's thing is wisdom. He probably basically looked through possibilities of the future type thing and decided that this guy had the potential to lead the entire group of the blessed by the
I
gods
think
to
your
victory.
hero's a librarian or some kind of historian, scholar, someone like that.
As well as a
someone who
Norse
would,
mythology nerd.
but a nerd in general, just because he
Yes.
would be the sort of one who could figure this out. I mean,
You know, if you want to make him interesting,
because a normal person's not going to think, oh, maybe this is based on Norse mythology.
Mhm.
but your sister would. I have a good person to base this off of.
Okay.
So
Actually, you could do some interesting things here because each god would choose their champions in a completely different way. Thor would choose whoever's biggest and strongest and best berserker because Thor is literally the god of berserkers.
Okay, let's see. Who here is the best at punching things? Hey, you! You're good at punching
You
things.
know it would be funny.
Get my blessing, you pathetic worm!
You know it would be funny though
But for
if Thor blessed a girl, a little fiery tempered girl
Oh, that
I
sounds
like that.
fun.
She just has this fiery temper.
with a fiery temper who just beats the girl.
Gets
And
the
he's
blessing to
like-
beat anyone
Girl
up.
gets a
I
blessing and
respect
can
that.
now beat through everyone.
And
Okay.
then, but Loki, picture this: a street magician
yes, I
Oh,
like
who's
that.
also a pickpocket.
Yeah, that sounds like perfect for Loki.
That
And still wanting more development of
I
the
do have one
main
question though.
guy.
Loki according to the mythology, is currently being trapped with a giant snake pouring venom in his eyes constantly, which causes
Okay,
earthquakes.
so what happens is basically something big enough is happening, and the Norse gods go to Loki and say, "Hey, we'll let you go if you help us fix this." And Loki's like, "Look, I've been tortured here for centuries. This wasn't caused by me, but if it gets me out of here, I'll help you fix it." And that's why he's able to choose
That
champion.
sounds like
I like
that.
it.
Okay, that explains
So-
it.
So main character is blessed by Odin. Why?
Yeah, so I still want, he would have to be someone
Smart.
who's low.
Yeah, someone
knows lore. He would
intelligent,
have to be someone
someone
very
smart.
smart. Perhaps somebody who's into D&D, fantasy, things like this.
Mhm.
Kind of, I like the
Mythology.
nerd. I
Yeah.
definitely
Mythology
like
buff
the
might be
nerd.
better than a like D&D or
Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
mythology.
but somebody's
Mythology
so
buff.
we
Well,
got,
they're not mutually exclusive.
Right.
You can have people who are into D&D and Norse
Oh,
mythology
yeah, but
and
you-
you know, gamers and
Yes, but they have slightly different terms.
Okay, fine.
True. Excuse me.
But he could
Gamers
be a good
specifically
leader,
play
too.
games. Mythology buffs know a lot about mythology.
Yeah.
But if he was all of those and he was a good leader,
Yes, that's the important
then
thing.
he would probably be the one picked
So
for
what
these
kind
things.
of, how old would this guy be? I would say maybe your age,
20s.
20s, yeah. And
Probably late 20s. Yeah.
okay, and what would his career be? I want to know what his career is, because I wouldn't just make him a librarian,
Okay.
Mhm.
because I would want
That's
to give
fine.
him
You can make him something
that's-
else.
Actually, something that
librarians
might be
aren't
funny is if he
the
works
type
at a
to get out and
construction
do-
site.
What?
Something I think sounds like it might be fun is if he worked at a construction site.
Give him just a totally regular,
Yeah, he's given a
non-physical
fair.
labor day job, and then make him
Well,
a
construction
nerd by
site
night.
is, yeah,
I was
construction
thinking
site
like
is
manager
physical.
of a construction site.
Okay.
Okay, then he's got, because one thing you need is some leadership ability
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
him. And so what would he be leading? He
Yeah,
could
make him a manager. That's fine.
he could be
Mhm.
a manager of a company, he could be the principal of a school, he could be,
Ooh,
you
principal
know.
of school
principal.
sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
That means we can make it so he's absolutely terrifying.
Yeah,
Okay.
to fifth graders.
Some kind of a principal, a manager. He could literally just be a store manager, but if I think because yeah, and it would work. I think
He
yeah,
could
someone
also
who does
he could
lead.
also run something like a theater or something, because
Mhm.
those theater types,
He runs
we know them, we
he
all
runs
do.
a club. No, wait.
A club.
Yeah, he also should run a local nerdy club.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Okay.
It
Okay.
could be a gaming club or a mythology club or something, but he should lead
Mhm.
this club.
Or manage a game shop. I mean, there's lots of
Ooh, I
directions you
kinda
could
like
go.
the
he could
game
manage
shop.
a game shop. Yeah.
I like the game shop. I think that's a winner. He owns
the
a game
manager of a
shop.
game shop.
He owns a game shop.
Oh, okay.
He could
Alright,
own it
sweet.
young. Oh, he'd just manage it. Yeah, because he is in his
Yeah.
young 20s.
No,
but,
let's
Okay.
have him be the close friends with the actual owner, but he does
Okay.
most of the day-to-day management.
Okay.
Okay.
So we think we got this.
I think so.
think so.
This could be fun.
There's lots of places for love interest, so I'm not worried
Yeah.
about that.
I like
We
the
got
idea
it.
of making a Valkyrie the love interest for some reason.
So,
Valkyries
Anyway.
still have different lifespans than humans, don't they?
but
Good point.
We
Okay,
might be
then
able to
I
work
think
that
he
out.
makes one of
Thor's-
the other people
then
that was
the fiery
blessed.
redhead
One,
with
yeah.
Thor's
The
blessing.
fiery redhead with Thor's
Fiery
blessing.
redhead with Thor's
That'll
blessing.
be
That'll be
hilarious.
Yes.
All right.
Fine.
Now it's going to be fun to
I
I also
forward
just
to
want
it.
to
I
see
wanna
her
picture-
just
I-
grab
let's
onto
try
the
this.
horns of some kind of giant rampaging monster and then rip him off as she then headbutts it and fractures its skull. I want to see that now.
I still want to see the guy take out a deck of cards and then just disappear behind them.
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be
This
very
sounds
cool.
like fun, and I'm sure
Because
we're gonna-
let's face it,
Okay,
Loki will
so
give someone
I
illusion
think we have
powers.
a fight
Oh, yeah,
over this.
definitely.
Okay, we're gonna have a hour-long conversation after we turn this
And a
camera
fight
off.
over who gets to write this.
Right.
But if
No.
you can write it, please
She
do.
will write it. We will contribute characters and setting and plot stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
this
the way
is
we
a great
normally do these
origin
things.
story.
I'll write it. Everyone else will contribute characters. Well, I don't know when I got time, but everyone else will contribute the characters and the things, and then I'll write it, and they'll tell me I've done it all wrong, and then I have to rewrite it to get it how they wanted it.
Exactly.
Okay. See you next time.
Throw any comments down in
Please comment. We love your
emails
thoughts.
and yeah, have fun.
Ideas for the hack, put in comments, and we'll see you next time.